Hey guys, today I'll show you how to inspect an Optimus Nova Plus stove and repair any worn out parts. My stove still runs okay, but it has a lot of use, so I'm gonna do this to make sure I don't get a problem in the future. So I'll take the burner apart first, and then I'll take the fuel pump apart. To remove the burner plate at the top, just unclip two of the legs, and then pull it off. And unscrew the nozzle with the flat end of the multi-tool. The cleaning needle is under the nozzle. Just turn the stove upside down to take it out. You can use the cleaning needle to make sure that the nozzle is clean. Just push it in through the hole a few times from both sides and make sure that it goes through easily. If it doesn't go through easily, then it's still clogged, so keep working at it until it's completely clean. Keeping the nozzle clean is extremely important in making sure that your stove is running properly. Alright, so I cleaned the nozzle. Let's remove the fuel line next. Use the end of the multi-tool to loosen the nut. And turn it counterclockwise to remove it. Next, I'll loosen the flame control nut and unscrew it all the way. And unscrew the control knob and take it out. Alright, so now I'm going to remove the cup to show you how to replace the wick at the bottom. I'm going to unscrew the nut at the bottom with this side of the multi-tool. And now the burner can slide right out of the cup, so just slide it out. And here's the wick. If it's worn out, you can just pull it off. And then you can just slide a new one on. So that's all that you can maintain on the burner. Let's put it back in the cup. Align the bottom through the hole. And put the nut back on. Put the cleaning needle back in. And screw the nozzle back on. Reinstall the burner plate. Put one end through the hole on the side first. And then clip the other two down. Next, I'll replace the O-ring at the end of the fuel line. This is a very important ring because it goes in and out, so it gets the most wear. It's best to remove this by hand because tools can scratch the metal, and scratching it can cause a fuel leak. To install the new O-ring, just push it back on. And put on a little lubricant to make it last longer. So there's a really important note I gotta make here, guys. Some of these stoves have had a recall due to bad O-rings or bad machining at the end of the fuel line. So make sure that your stove or parts are not recalled, and you can contact the manufacturer to find out. I checked mine out and both the kit and the stove don't have any recalls. And now reinstall the fuel line and make sure not to tighten the nut down too hard because that can strip the threads. And now reinstall the fuel control knob. Tighten the knob in first. And tighten the nut. Make sure the nut is tightened all the way in. And use the multi-tool for final tightening. So the burner is completely serviced. Now I'm going to service the fuel pump. Alright, so I'll take the pump off the fuel canister. Make sure the fuel is all used up first and the canister is empty, or empty the canister once you take it off. And I'll replace the fuel filter now, which is at the end of the straw here. Hold one side of this little case here and unscrew the other side. And here's the filter inside. You'll need something thin to push it out from the end. I'm just going to use the end of the flame control shaft. Now I'm going to put the new filter back in. And screw it back on. The entire end unscrews from the straw, so just make sure that it's on tight so it doesn't fall off. To replace the valve at the end of the pump, unscrew the top and pull the plunger out, and use a long flathead screwdriver. Just push it through the pump and unscrew it. In case your pump is not building pressure, then you can replace this part and that should fix it. So I got it out, and you can see the new one has a gasket, but the old one doesn't. That's just because the gasket's stuck into the pump. So make sure not to put two gaskets on top of each other if you're going to be replacing this. I'm just going to reinstall the same valve back in because it was working fine. Alright, so before reinstalling the plunger, I'm going to replace the leather cup at the end. This one's pretty worn out. So to take it off, unscrew the nut at the top using the multi-tool. And remove the cup and washer. Make sure not to lose the washer. Put the new cup back on. Put the washer on. And tighten the nut. Make sure to give it a good coat of lubricant. This is essential for the pump to work properly. It's not really going to work without the lubricant. And you can also use butter in an emergency. Now reinstall it back in the pump. And tighten the top down. And lastly, there's a gasket at the top here. In case your pump is leaking from the top of the canister, then this gasket can be easily replaced. So I hope that helped everyone out and you guys keep your stoves running nicely. I wish everyone happy travels, and if you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'll be posting more car, home, and other repair videos in the future. Thanks for watching!